Hey, what is up? Where have you guys been? I've been looking for you everywhere. Just kidding. I have been out and busy. So YouTube and my collecting and hobby has been taking the back seat. Literally just, if I get a TTM in, I'm just taking a pic, putting it up on Instagram. So yeah, just been busy. Baseball is finally over. We're still waiting for Luke to figure out if he made this one select academy. He was released from his team this year, which was really a crappy situation. He was a middle of the pack performer for contact, on base percentage, batting average. I think his on base percentage is probably higher, but for whatever reason, they just decided to let Luke go. Supposedly, it was because he wants to play second and third base more, so they thought that he could play, and he wants to pitch, and he pitches good. So that was their reasoning, which I think is a cop-out. So that's just that was that. He plays U9, so he's going to be playing U10s next. He does have a call, an offer already that we got on Sunday. Today is Friday. We're still waiting for the other team that we really want to get onto. Is one Academy Baseball Select team. Waiting to hear back from them. So fingers crossed he gets on that rather than this other option, because the other option, he would be like the top one or two players in that team, and when you're like that, you don't really develop that well. So moving on. Football started, so now Isaac is 7th grade tackle. It's my second year as coach, assistant head coach, quarterback coach, and defensive back coach. So yeah, there's a lot. Like yesterday, we did back pedals, backpedaling for defensive backs, and there's a lot of technique in backpedaling. So yeah, just doing that 4 days a week. Today's Friday. My kids and my wife are at the mall right now. Probably gonna go see Mission Impossible tonight. Since I last left you guys, I went to UFC on Fox 16, which was Dillashaw versus Barao. That was a good time. Went to an after party with a bunch of people there. So yeah, initially we're at the Hard Rock Hotel, bar that's right on the glassed area of the Hard Rock, so you look out onto the street, right on the main street level, and 11 o'clock they were telling everybody to leave. So I was there talking to Brian Caraway, Misha Tate was there, so yeah, I got my picture with Brian, got to reconnect with him. He's a personal favorite of mine just because he's a really cool guy to talk to, and just a chill guy, so that was fun. Kicked us out, we ended up going to Graffiti nightclub, and ended up seeing Caraway and Tate walk in, and we went over to the VIP line and just followed them right in, said, hey, we're with them. So we got up to the VIP of the Graffiti. It was just an amazing time. We closed that place actually acting like a bunch of kids. 4 o'clock a.m. came around, they kicked us out, got back to the hotel, saw Chris Lytle, and so I'm happy to see Chris Lytle. I saw him at the event too. And I finally got a photo op with him, which was several years in the making. 2011 I saw him in Milwaukee, and I had gotten cards signed. He was my first in-person success at the hotel. So I was kind of nervous about asking for multiple cards to be signed, and then we started talking about the fire department and things like that. So yeah, so I finally got my photo op with him, talked to him for a good long time. We had 2 other couples with us, but only one of them hung out with us at the Hard Rock after we got back from the after party. So I'm Anthony Hardunk there, talked to him for a while, and then got my finger pistols in-person picture with Cowboy Cerrone. So you guys know the finger pistol, just one less finger than this right here. So that was pretty fun. Oh man, but graphing, it was not in the cards. I think I talked to you guys last time about graphing. I made the decision not to go down to Chicago on a Tuesday. Just wasn't worth the drive to try and track down Takanori Gomi for my set. I had cards for Neil and for Nolan. I'll make it up to you guys. I'm going to hook you up. Don't worry. I feel bad. Next event better be good. The main thing was my son had his last baseball game Luke had his last baseball game at Miller Park. There's a park outside there called Hellfair Field where it's like a professional field for Little League. So he got to play there. Good thing we did because he hit a bomb. His first at bat, he hit a bomb to the fence. It was a nice double. He made his day. His walkout song was Superstar by Lupe Fiasco. He's had a great time. So didn't work out graphing wise, but I had a great time with my wife. Had some great time together. The event was amazing. Walkouts were great. Connecting with the fighters at the after party. There was guys there like Tim Sylvia was up in there. Tate, Caraway, Chico Camus talked to Eric Koch. And then there was the crew of like Tom Lawler, Ben Saunders, Eddie Bravo, and their camps. And I'm probably forgetting one or two, but it was just a fun time. Acting like kids, having a good time. So yeah. And it's only been 6 minutes. I was all nervous, but hey, while we're looking at this garbage, here's my setup for here. Got this old school, like 5-year-old. Oh, you can't even see. Let me hit the refocus. Got this like Blu-ray player thing. It's so old that like this thing is like for the old. Oh, we need some lights up in here. But it's got the old long jack for the iPod. But this bumps out the sound for Blu-rays and my cable, but not my Xbox. And speaking of Xbox, I mean, look at what I got to share this room with. Oh my goodness, you can't even see, but like there's just like a whole shelf of Legos, and then like here's our here's our Xbox 360, a stack of Wii games we'll never play again, 360 games, cable box, old VCR and crap. But my kids actually cleaned today, and it's still not clean. I mean, look, I gotta share this room with Lego Maniacs. What's all this? This is all Legos. Controller. I mean, look, even my mantle is all Lego now. Look at this. Oh yeah. Pop vinyls. More Legos. More Legos. I mean, he did a good job cleaning up. This is all that's left on the floor. So yeah. And we got all Daddy's collages. So let's go look at some cards. Look at, I mean, even more Legos here. I mean, they are everywhere, guys. Yeah. More collages. Gotta get a new couch real soon. So, yeah, that's that. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. That shadow box actually hit the ground one day. When I came home, I was like, what up? Why is this on the ground? Oh, let me turn some lights on. Alright. Let's do this. Get a video uploaded already. Alright, backdrop today. I finished up this 11 by 17. I just printed off the picture. I think I had a half off 8 by 10 printing, and I've had this index card signed that I got done TTM for a long time. But I picked up this mat, this double mat. It had I think it had a, I forget what index card was down there, but I took it out and took the photo out. I got a really good deal on eBay on a multiple, what do you want to say, combined shipping deal from AJ Hiller and MMA Autographs or whatever his business is called. Speaking of which, I saw him and his crew down there in Chicago. I only got two cards signed personally. If you are a member of the fanmail.biz and Cardboard Combat, I posted a little recap of how I got the 2 cards I'm going to show signed. So yeah, let's get into it. See some ink, and more ink. Yeah. So we'll do that. Let's do some ink. I'm not going to do the letters and stuff. I feel like I'm getting too old for that. I kind of feel like I'm getting too old for YouTube. Huh? What you think about that, boy? So I got this from none other than Francisco Rivera. I was hoping for a UFC promo, but looking at the internet now, I think my man Joe in the UK may have gotten the last UFC promo, so I got the Pro, yeah, the MMA Elite Pro Elite Series promo, and then some sort of a personal West Coast Burgers, Francisco Rivera. At least he didn't personalize it, so I can just give it away to somebody who's just trying to get one of everybody in their collection or something. But the main thing is the main thing. The main thing is getting ink on some tops. So there's some solid ink on 14 Champions. You guys all know the mantra about 14 Champions. Yeah. I got some Mojo in here too. Man, that was from like 3 weeks ago. So I got, it's kind of weird that you would say Demetrius Johnson isn't Mojo, but this is Mojo coming up later. Nicely signed in dark black. The 14 knockout. The 12 bloodlines. And then 15 knockout. Shows up like mint in person. Let me see if I can get better lighting. That's what it looks like in person. So it's dark on dark, but the dark ink stands out way better than the dark shirt. So yeah, that's a 15 knockout. See how you can kind of not really see it now. So there's those. This one was cool. My buddy Neil almost got kicked off Twitter or suspended on Twitter because he was trying to get an address from Mike C. So he's not Neil Grove. Mike C is actually the guy. That's his head and his shoulders. He's actually got Neil Grove and some sort of a knee bar or ankle lock. Looks like an ankle lock. Looks like the ankle's peeking out right there. So yeah, ankle locks, man. I can't imagine. That must feel like your leg's going to get ripped off. This one's a recent one. Got a letter back from Gerald Harris. I wasn't as privileged as Nolan. Nolan got some fight-worn gear from Gerald Harris, but this is an insert of the, numbered version of the base card of 10 knockout. Some solid blue ink. Happy for these. And the leaf. Really nice card. Then this I got in the mail. My mother-in-law dropped off my birthday card, and she also dropped off the mail. I think this probably came in 2 weeks ago. GSP got to some of his mail. I sent this one underneath my mother-in-law's husband's name, Dave. So that's why it says to Dave, not to David. So he signed one of two. I had a 2012 knockout. This is a 2010 knockout, so I'm happy with it. Let's see if I can get some good light on this one too. So they're a little bit better. That's what she looks like. Dan Hardy never tapped that fight. That dude was like plastic, man. Now, this one is also TTM. Not bad for gel pen. So there, look at this. Robert Drysdale, care of his academy in Las Vegas. Let's try and keep this under 15 minutes, huh? It's not going to be under 15 minutes. I got too much to show. So these are the two cards I got done in Chicago. I parked, which took me a lot shorter time to park in Chicago. We actually bought parking ahead of time, and I dropped my wife off to check in. I put my Gomi and my Renan Barão cards in my cargo short pocket. So I actually saw Renan Barão walking towards Noodles. Pulled over to the side of the sidewalk. I didn't pull over in a car, like I had already parked and everything. Walking over to the hotel, which was about 2-3 blocks away. Pulled out my cards, asked him just to sign one card. Finally got him to stop. And right before he ducked into Noodles, he signed this one for me. And then I was getting a drink at the bar that I talked about before, where we were hanging out with Caraway and stuff after the fight. This was Saturday before the event. I saw him and his crew walking back from Noodles. Thankfully, the Chicago Hard Rock Hotel elevators are super, super slow. And I was able to slowly walk back with my beverage, put it down, pull out another card, and get that one inked up too. So I had like 3 more for him to sign, but I only did one at a time, and it was fight day, and I normally would never bother a fighter on fight day, but it's Renan Barão, and you can't get the guy TTM, so I just was going 1 for 1. These are coming back from Nolan. We shared a TTM. If you watch his videos, sent back my cards from IP unsigned, which is fine. Obviously, I didn't get yours done either. But he sent this card for me, TTM, because he had Steven Seiler on Facebook messaging. So, got that one inked up. And then this, he didn't want to share the address out of respect for Dustin Hazlett. So, the camera will probably do these better justice. So I actually just put in an order on COMC to get new cards. So these will all be extras because I want them all signed in blue. We sent a blue Sharpie and he didn't use it. When I messaged him on Facebook myself, he said that he thought they'd look better with silver. But, dude, why would I waste my time sending you the blue marker? So that's a round 2. The other one was the main event. I want to get an update. I'll have 2 of these extra. So I want to get one done in blue. All these I want done in blue. I'm getting them all redone. So I bought them all. And here's a relic that turned out probably the worst out of all of them. That's a 2-color too. What up with that? But it got creased. Must have went through the sorter and not the right orientation. And then I tried pulling an old trick, trying to get Benson to sign two last cards for me. Didn't work, but they did send this one back in return. So I'm glad it wasn't his old Kodak photo, which was this one. If I could move Chuck out of the way, you'd see it better. But you get the gist. So I had that one mounted in some little self-made picture mat display. Now this one, I think is going to be my last part of the recap. So we're not doing too bad. We're only a little bit over 15. Children or kids. Oh wait, no, look at this. Oh, a rare MLB. I did a trade with a dude on Twitter, TTM Autographs. I did a trade with him. I sent him one of my extra Barry Larkin autographs, and I got this 88 tops of Tommy Lasorda. Blue ink. I traded him my second best Larkin, so kind of a shaky autograph for the old guy, but definitely a card I remember from my childhood. I didn't collect in 88. I started in 89, but I do know this as a classic, in my mind, a kind of a classic image, classic card if you're an MLB Topps collector. Now, kids, don't try this at home. This is Mojo. I did have a hookup for this. I didn't tell any lies about having leukemia or my legs amputated or anything. I just had a connection that was willing to take my cards and get them signed. I gave him and Lyoto like 16 cards to keep for themselves. So let's roll through these. Got the Champions, a 2012 Knockout. These I think are in order from most fave to least fave. So here's a blue inked 14 Knockout. And we're not focused. Holy balls. I forgot to make a comment at the beginning of my video. We'll do it next time. Try and see if you guys leave some comments for me. So there's a 10 Knockout. I wanted this one. I think I wanted this one signed the most because it had the most space, and I just like the 10 Knockouts. Here's a Legacy insert card. Kind of a cool card, I think. Chronology. Great image on that. With great ink. So you can kind of see how these were probably earlier on when he started signing them. I think he signed 7 or 8. I got another one signed for my friend Kelly for his propaganda insert card set. And this is probably the one I wanted to sign the most. The 2011 Finest. Alright guys, if you hung in there and you skipped ahead and made it through the end, I appreciate it. Leave some comments below. Let's chat. Connect with me on Instagram, Twitter. I am at DEEAKAY316. DAK316. And that's a wrap. You guys have a great weekend, and we will see you in church.